Hi, I'm the Gadget Guru, Andy Parr, and you're watching thevog.net. I'm here at Volusia Motorsports in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Here with me is Andy. So it's Andy and Andy today.
Yes, it is.
And this is your dealership, and I got to tell you, this is impressive. This is a much larger dealership than what I expected.
Good, thank you. Yeah, we've been a Victory dealer for 2 years, and we opened in February of 2008, right at the time when Victory were bringing out the Vision, and so it was a good time for us to join, especially with our location just south of Daytona.
Now, not only is south of Daytona, you're only 3 miles from the beach. You're really not that far from the theme parks. You're in a great location here in Central Florida.
That's right, yeah. We get the drive-by traffic come to the beach from Orlando, and people get exposed to the Victory brand as they go by, and stop in, take a test ride, and enjoy the product.
Now, I realize it's only been 2 years that you've been a Victory dealer, but you've probably already had enough time to get your feet on the ground to see where Victory's come from and where they're going. What do you see the trends that are coming up with Victory, and how are they fitting in with your marketplace?
Well, our marketplace, we sell a lot of the touring bikes, so Vision is a big success for us. A lot of the customers really enjoy the Vision and are customizing those as they go. But the emphasis with the cross-country and the crossroads, especially the cross-country bike, bringing a lot of people to the brand that would not have necessarily previously purchased a cruiser. So the touring group of bikes, big hit with our customer base here.
Where are you seeing the customer coming from? What bikes have they owned before they jump into one of the Victory Tour bikes?
Yeah, interesting question. Of course, we think a lot of people immediately think of Harley Davidson, but most of our customers are coming from metric bikes, in fact.
Really? You just like Suzuki, Honda, Kawasaki, or something more on the European BMW area?
No, the Japanese bikes, the Stars and the Hondas and Kawasaki. And I think the customers that experience the Victory, they like the refinement that comes with the Victory bike that they're used to from the Japanese brands, but they also like the charisma that comes with the American-made bike.
When somebody's shopping for a Victory, is there a killer app or a certain feature that really tunes them into the bike more than other lines, or something that draws them into a specific model?
Not a specific model. I think everybody who sees the lineup enjoys the sort of individuality that the bikes have in a lineup at the restaurant or the biker event, and seeing the bikes standing out is an important aspect, and that it's an American-made bike is particularly important at the moment with the economy.
Do you think that the Vision really is that the bike that kind of gave Victory a personality for the future?
Yeah, it was a very bold step to come out with that design. We had people coming into the store, having seen it parked outside. What is that? And then they experienced the other lineup, and though they perhaps didn't buy the Vision, it drew them to the brand to experience the Victory bikes.
Okay, the next question I'm going to ask you is probably the most controversial question you'll ever hear online on any motorcycle forum. What is the best oil for a Victory motorcycle?
Well, of course, the Victory oil that we recommend is good for the product, but a lot of customers have used AMSOIL with success. Anything good quality, we've got a personal preference from different customers. We'll do whatever a customer wants, but we primarily use the Victory product.
Hey guys, sorry, I just had to ask the question. You've heard it here first. Victory oil is good. There are some substitutes. Now this bike right here, this is the one that Don, or DSJR70, just has recently picked up. This bike had already had a connection to your dealership.
Yeah, it did. When the Vegas LE was launched, this bike was selected to be made available to the journalists, and it just made it here in time for Bike Week. So the bike was delivered here, we prepared it, installed the pipe on it, and then some journalists used it while here in the Daytona area for Bike Week.
Now this thing's been transported all over the country, been used on some of the Fuel It tours as well as some of the other demos?
No, it's been a journalist bike only. It spent most of its time in California. That's where the industry has most of its journalist presence, and it's been any article you've read about a Vegas LE is this bike, 001.
Well, I got to tell you, and I said the same thing to Don when I first saw this bike. While I think this is one of the cases where you can say the pictures truly do not do this bike justice. The two-tone paint scheme, the badging, the blacked out areas, the 106 badging truly makes this unique. Now, to look at this and to say that this thing's been driven around by a bunch of press, you really did a nice job putting it back together. I mean, it looks gorgeous.
Well, great, thanks. Yeah, we received it back from California, and we've prepped it for Don, and it's it's ready to be seen around Central Florida.
I have a feeling that this thing will see a few miles, unless he puts it in the back of his 40-car garage or something like that. Well, remember, if you come to Central Florida, take a minute, come on by Volusia Motorsports. They're in New Smyrna Beach, just outside of Orlando, near Daytona. When you come in, ask for Andy. Tell him Andy sent you. I'm not on commission or anything, but Andy, thanks for your time and your hospitality.
Pleasure. Great seeing you here. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. For the VOG.net, I'm the Gadget Guru, Andy Parr. I'll see you on the road and online.